Poseidon Ramattra skin is in the battle pass, and today we're going to be deciding if the skin is worth it or not. So if you're trying to decide on whether to buy the battle pass still, or whether the skins are worth it in the battle pass, this should be an indication as to that. And so anyways, let's check the skin out in the locker. The battle pass itself cost $10, and that contains 9 different skins. But anyways, let's check this thing out. So obviously this skin is modeled after Aquaman / Poseidon. They're the exact same people. Don't tell me anything different. But anyways, let's look at this face. So up on the face, we actually have these cool little gills that actually go out of his face, kind of like a little ornamental detail. It kind of combines it in between a mask and the gills themselves. So the gills are actually this translucent blue color, which are phenomenal, and they actually kind of just change. They're iridescent depending on which way you're actually looking at the sun. It's phenomenal. We have, it's actually like a crown, a mask, and the gills the same. It's so cool. We have a little gemstone right here in the middle. His eyes are also this glowy blue, which is really phenomenal. He has a little white beard on and a mustache that goes all the way down. And what's really cool are these tentacles. We actually have these black tentacles with purple going all throughout them. Fantastic. His abs right here in the front of his chest are these metal plates because he is a robot. But we do have these cool little blue lines to kind of like signify water going down on the side right here. The skin itself has a lot of different like aquatic like features, such as like the blue colors, the little like purple colors, the little edges that you'd see in nature. It's so cool. Right here on the arms are actually both, they're exactly identical. So on this one, we actually have this like blue undertone, and then we have these cool little shells on top of it to give it a little scary factor. That's exactly what it is. We have, you know, the shells on there with the points and the gold outlines, the gold trim. We have some more of that translucent blue actually going over the top of those spikes at the very top, and the gauntlets are exactly the same as this part right here. But going all the way down to his hands are just these little blue things with kind of like highlighted blue fingertips. We have this cool little cape that actually extends from all the way down to the floor, all the way to his neck, and it is this dark green, kind of like forest green with gold leaf all over it, and this cool little wave pattern going all the way down the back. And we also have this like little skirt thing on that has, again, some more like wave patterns, but now it's kind of like a triangle, but it does signify waves in my humble little opinion. This little loincloth has this cool little like stone right here going all the way down. And anyways, down to his feet, again, we have that same texture that we had on the gauntlets. We have that more translucent blue, the little like shells going all the way down, and those little grippers at the bottom. He actually is wearing these sandals, and his toes are, I don't know why the robot actually made toes. There's no way that does anything. But anyways, he actually has toenails and toes, the highlighted blue. Very interesting choice. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this particle accelerator. And we look at this. It is basically the bottom of the trident. So we actually have this cool little black all the way down the bottom with the blue stone in there again. Or this isn't a stone, but it looks like a stone. It's kind of like highlighted blue. But then again, we have that translucent blue wrap going all the way up the side of it. If you've seen like sculptures of Greek stuff and like mythology stuff, you actually have these little things that actually shoot out water sometimes, and this looks like a seahorse going out of the bottom with shooting out water out of the bottom of, which is really, really, really cool. I love the gold claw trident at the very top of it. So if you're looking at it head on, this is the head of a trident. If you're looking at it to the side, it just kind of looks like claws, but it is a trident, and that is a really cool feature. This little ball in the center also changes, and it has that wave pattern on there with that translucent like light blue in there, and the little blue spikes coming out of it. I mean, just look at this. This thing is phenomenal. The Nemesis Form is where it gets even cooler. The exact same stuff that we saw before, but now we have a little bit more details, so the robot stuff actually comes out. We have more armor pieces, and these ones are actually blue or purple, so we have more purple armor pieces. His legs got a lot bigger, so now on that chest where we had that highlighted blue going down, it's the same thing on the legs. We have a little oyster and clam shell, whatever shell this is right here, and it's black and white going all the way down. Again, we have that, you know, that same texture we had on the arms earlier with the shells, and now it's all the way wrapped around the leg and the kneecap. And what's really awesome is the back of here, we have another little shell. It's like a hydraulic. It is so phenomenal. We have some more of that purpley gold colors and some claws on the bottom of the feet. And I don't think these are supposed to signify the trident, but I mean, who knows? Maybe. So now the loincloth is actually this gigantic, like that little triangle wave pattern that we had over the sides of the hips. Now it actually goes down. We have the little cape actually wrapped around this left leg right here, which is fantastic. His body actually stays exactly the same, but now let's look at these claws. Like, we have some water being pumped through the fingers right there. It's so freaking pretty with that translucent blue. Black clam shell right here. Another like shell at the very bottom to encase the thing. We have some more shells right here to actually encase the arm going all the way down. Some more shells on the back. Another shell right here. I mean, we have the tentacles, and the tentacles actually move, and that could be somebody's dream right there if you're into that for some reason. Some more tentacles over here on the top, and dude, I really just love these little shells all over the arms. Like, I genuinely think it's so freaking cool. We have sea life right here. This skin just feels alive, and now the hair is actually all frizzled out, and the tentacles are coming out. Fantastic. And now we have a gigantic conch shell for the back. It is so cool. And now that we've gone through the skin, let's take a look at some emotes. We have Trident, which is the built-in emote for this skin. Focus. Laughter. Provoke. And Void Accelerator. Up next, we have the Victory Poses Triumphant, Nemesis Form, and Wayward. And lastly, to the highlighted poses, we have the Transformation and Overthrown. And now that we've looked at that, let's take a look at this gold weapon. So this is what it looks like before. And honestly, I have high hopes for this. Yeah, that looks phenomenal, dude. Because it's already had the gold aspects to it, and now it just has that shimmering gold on it. That is beautiful. All right, so let's take a look at this highlight animated intro for Ramattra. Look at that. The staff comes into play with those nanos. Look at that. You can see the translucent blue is phenomenal. I love the colors on this skin. So let's take a look at the skin in first person. So obviously what we can see is the staff itself. You can see that translucent blue, and I love that it just shines and shimmers the way you're looking at it. The orb in the middle is so beautiful. I love the little spheres and the debris actually circling it. Man, that translucent blue on the sphere itself, the water, the waves are so pretty. I love that you can also see the trident up at the top. I mean, look at that. You can just see the trident in first person. If you're looking at it from the side, you can't really tell it's there. But in first person, you can tell that that is a trident. I mean, the colors on this thing is just beautiful. This is what it looks like when we're actually shooting. You can see the staff actually extend. You can see all the other little details that you normally wouldn't see. There's a reload animation. Man, look at that. I love the like gills and that. And then you can see the hand right there on the left. That is phenomenal. This is what it looks like when we actually are putting up the shield. This is what it looks like when we actually throw out and use the Nemesis Form. The punches and stuff. Look at this. And so the ult is also exactly the same thing as the Nemesis Form. So it's not really anything different. And I just put out the ult just to show you exactly what we get. There isn't any unique voice line for the, for the ult, which kind of sucks. And there's nothing really either for the Nemesis Form. Like, it's really just the same voice lines we get for any other skin. But here's what it looks like when we're blocking. You can see that on there. This is what it looks like when we actually throw out the little thing. I mean, it does look super duper duper cool. And another little fun fact with the skin is it does have a unique voice line that you can hear when you actually enter into a game.
I will have Olympus at any cost.
And so anyways, let's talk about the skin now that we've gone through pretty much everything. Dislikes first. I really don't like the fact that we don't have a unique voice line for the freaking ult. Like, I really feel like it should have had one. And I don't know why this skin doesn't have more, like, I guess, water going through it. I really feel like translucent, like, water features would have been really cool throughout the skin. Having, like, water trickle or, like, some sparkling effect for, like, glistening water and stuff like that. That would have been phenomenal. But I mean, other than that, I really don't have any complaints with this. I love the colors on this. I love the translucent blue that we have on the gills. I love the sphere actually changes. Not many, like the sphere on the gun itself or his staff doesn't change on most skins. So I'm glad that they reworked that. I mean, the trident is phenomenal. That little seahorse right there on the back of it is so cool. The colors are just so good on this skin. It really is phenomenal. I'm gonna have to give this skin like a 9 out of 10. So anyways, this skin is totally worth it. Get the battle pass just for this skin. It is so freaking good. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all later.